Thank the gentle lady from Hawaii for yielding time. Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong support of this bill. I'm proud to join the gentleman from Arkansas, Mr. Hill, in sponsoring this legislation to update the Little Rock Central High School historic site. In 1954, the Supreme Court issued an historic decision in the Brown versus Board of Education case, which desegregated our nation's public schools. Unfortunately, the law of the land did not become the property of its people overnight. It took the will of brave men and women, and some very brave children, like the Little Rock Nine. Parents swallowed the fear for their children. Strong, innocent little children put their bodies on the line to force the change that justice demands. These actions changed the heart and the soul of our nation, and we must admit today that our country is a better country and we are a better people because of these children, the mothers and fathers, the teachers, and many of our citizens. When Little Rock, Arkansas leaders attempted to desegregate Central High School, the governor fought back. He chose to stand on the side of hate and bigotry. It took a determined mayor, a strong president, the U.S. Army, and the Arkansas National Guard to protect these 9 teenagers as they entered the school. In 1957, Mr. Speaker, I was 17 years old, and I vividly remember those days. These young people inspired all of us to stand up, to speak up, and to speak out. And many of us started saying, if the children in Little Rock can do what they are doing, we too can act. For those of us watching on television, listen to the radio, and reading the newspaper, we were deeply inspired. We were moved to do something, to say something. I said to myself, we need to stand up the same way the people and students in Little Rock are standing up. I remember thinking that I could, that I must find a way to get in the way. Mr. Speaker, Central High is part of our history that must be preserved for generations yet unborn. I remember very well a few years ago, I visited that school and walked through the halls. There was a young African-American student who was president of the student body that the principal asked to escort me through the school. I felt like I was walking in a special place, almost a holy place. It brought tears to my eyes. During those dark and difficult times, the National Historic Site became a beacon of hope, an inspiration that we can never give up, that we can never give in as we strive towards equal rights and justice for all. Again, Mr. Speaker, I thank the gentleman from Arkansas for introducing this bill, and I urge all of my colleagues to stand with the gentleman from Arkansas and the gentlewoman from Hawaii and support this piece of legislation. And with that, I yield back my time.
Gentlelady from Hawaii reserves. Gentleman